Hello guys, what's up? Here is MC Jesus. I'm a rapper from Brazil. This is my channel. If you don't know it yet, I have some content in Portuguese, in English, in French, and today about music, of course. And today, especially today, I will talk about what we rappers from Brazil we think about the election of the new president, Jair Bolsonaro. So I saw a lot of videos in English, interviews and articles, people talking about him, and we know, everybody in the world know, he's a right-wing politician, and he's shown in the world like someone like more or less in the same logical same line than Donald Trump in the United States. And some people even they say that they are related somehow. It's like some people, they are theories, conspiracy theories. They say like the prison of Lula, all the system, like the way how it has been done, using the jurisdiction, the justice to finish with the older power, the left-wing system installed before had a touch of Donald Trump. We cannot affirm that because it's just like we see it in many places in the world in this moment. I don't know. One thing I know, that God gives the power to the ones he wants. So we are not too worried about it. But anyway, I'm here to talk a little bit about what we rappers we think about this. First of all, some people they say like Bolsonaro is like everyone knows he's a military, and people says that he's like he's homophobic, he doesn't like black people, he doesn't like indigens, or he doesn't like women or all these kind of things. He wants a civil war in Brazil and these kind of things. He's extreme right wing, some people say. But we see after, especially after he had been stabbed, I don't know who followed it. It was like 2 months before the election. He had been stabbed by someone. They say it's someone, just a normal person that disagree with him, etc. The media in Brazil, they cover it very partially, like they say like it's not political motivation, this and that. Okay, we don't know all of it, of course. As always, we can just imagine some scenarios, but this is what was happened. And after that, after Bolsonaro has been stabbed, he changed a little bit his point of views about several things. Now he's elected president. He turned back in several points that was very hard, very it was certain, you know. People say like sure and certain you do that before, but now he's just he just changed a little bit these points. 2 points is about the environment. He wanted to put a ministry together with the agricultures, you know, and now he said we can just separate this, it's okay, we discuss about it. 2 other things, I'll talk about it. before to talk about we rappers think about this election. The second thing is about the minister of justice. He just get the guy for minister of the justice, the same one who put Lula in prison. So it's a little bit some people is just like, wow, we had reason, there was a political motivations, it was not really impartial, it was not like justice for real. The justice is not that independent. That's what people are saying in this moment after this judge became the minister of the justice, the judge Sergio Moro. So it's just like, okay, what we are living fair in a fair country, or are living in a strategy, a political strategy, you know, just like a project of power. We don't know. We have, as always, we have some thinkings about it, and it's all. The third thing is about the changing of the embassy. At the beginning, in the campaign time, you just say like you should change, the same as Donald Trump did in the United States. You should change the embassy, the Brazilian embassy, from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And now the last conference press he did, he said like, we discuss about it because it's a big thing, and we need really to talk about it seriously, because some people in Brazil, especially new evangelical, they had been very excited with this idea. Oh, good, a good approach with Jerusalem, with Israel, this and that, because of the sense, in the sense that Jerusalem is the holy city, and Brazil is very Christian, very religious country, and people had been like a little bit excited with it. But of course, the ones who knows the geopolitical of the world, everything about especially Middle East, how it's going there, all the questions related to this matter, and so he had some counsel with possibly with some diplomats, people like that, and he just like trying to review this point, and we don't know for now what are you gonna do. So now I get the point about we rappers, what we think about the election of Jair Bolsonaro. This is almost official what we think. This is what we rappers. If you see musics, the last musics in Brazil about left-wing groups and right-wings group, you're gonna see that they are just like they have all that same discussion about communism from the left side. They are accused, the left side, left-wing side is accused to be communist, and the right-wing side are accused to being imperialist. This is what's happening. The rap now in Brazil is becoming a little bit like very aggressive in this point. But there are some people, especially me, we are just like using the theory of Keynes, not Karl Marx, not Adam Smith. They are very important, each one in its own matter. But I'm more like I think more about the Keynes theory, Keynesian theories, about the mixed state, you know. So some rappers, as us, we are working to unificate Brazil, to make people think in a way that's not polarized. We work in this way. I think today the good rappers in Brazil, that's what they are doing. Especially, it's interesting because to talk about it, I say this official because, for example, Mano Brown is one of the most important rappers in Brazil, the older group, the older crew, and he is left wing. You know, he was even in a campaign, but he said things extremely hard to these people from this side, and he did even said like we lost this election before the election was completed, you know. And he said like we lost it because of our mistakes and this and that. We need to review everything and come back to the basis and understand the people. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it shows the mentality of good rappers. They are not working for division. They are working for unification of Brazil. And what we think about the Jair Bolsonaro government now. First of all, we don't think that it will be like for the from himself, from Bolsonaro himself. It will not be at all like homophobic, racist, and all these kind of labels they put on him. It will not be like that. But some people, because he used to say things very straight, you know, and some people they identify with it. But of course, people are different, and some people they with his election they just think that they have their preconceived ideas they can be emphatic in their preconceived ideas like oh this is true, that's true. For example, it was happening in the United States. I saw one guy in the airplane. He just like harassed a woman, I think, and even touched her, something like that. And at the end, he say like Trump said it's good, you know, it's okay. So I think in Brazil it's gonna happen. That's why we rappers we are working to make people think that's not like this, you know. It was a campaign time, and it's the game, you know. People are accusing both, just spreading fake news and etc. It's the same as what was happening in the United States. But now it's another time. It's time for unification, for progress of the country, you know. That's why we are doing good rappers for the Brazilian left-wing side, for the right-wing side. For the left-wing side, we are just try to make people understand that the extreme positions will never happen, and we work for that not happens, you know. For example, we know, we rappers, we are more interested also not just inside Brazil, like we are interested, of course, is our country. We are patriots, and we want the stability, the security, everything inside the country. But also we are working for the stability outside, because they have like this vision, like this global vision, like about how the countries they are related, the geopolitics, and etc. So there are many questions. We have the BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. We had this block. They had like plans and etc. before they were working together, we don't know what will happen, but we want to in our songs and with our engagement try to see the good sides of the changes. We changes will come. We work actively to make all of it very very stable and peaceful, and in a line that goes to the progress, to the alignment with especially United Nations, you know, above it all, above all all other interests, you know, from countries, etc. We are a sovereign country, so we need to keep it. So about all these themes about geopolitical, doesn't matter if it's about the Brazilian embassy in Israel or about the BRICS, all of it, we want just like discuss about it, engage about it, have good discussions, and find the best ways with all the world. We need to work together for make it really something positive, you know. That's what we think, that's what we're gonna work for. Me, especially me in Brazil, I'm from my university, from my crew. We are the first ones in Brazil who started like a kind of entertainment rap, you know, because it didn't happen in Brazil before, you know. But now the time and the context is ready for this, so we are doing this. We are just doing some rappers now. This is the what we rappers we gonna do now in Brazil. We gonna work for a better understanding of the role of the rap in the world for all the society. Doesn't matter if it's from left or from right wing. We work for the establishment of a balanced society. That's what we're gonna do, that's what we're working. So if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to do it. Like my video if you like it, share it with other people, and yeah, and activate the notifications, because I post videos in English, in Portuguese, and in French, so we can see what I think of my music also. Okay, so God bless you all. We are together for the progress of the world. Okay.